We are now in session. Boy, the session before all the sessions. We are doing well. It's your boy Elo Kuluk. I'm with my boy Toby and Charles. Before we share about this next topic, I want to take a moment to thank all of our guests. The past guests that's been on our show, really appreciate your guys' support. And also our followers who's been following us on all platforms. Thank you so much for your support. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Now in Session family. We really appreciate it. So yeah, man, what we got today, guys? What are we talking about today, man?
Today is pretty special because we have shit to talk about. So we decided that we're going to debate and we're going to argue.
Debate.
So what we did was we went online and we looked up debate topics.
Yep.
So we're going to go through the list and we're going to see where we stand.
Where we stand.
Me, Charles.
Where we have an opinion.
Yeah.
Where we have an opinion.
We're going to try to team up on each other and try to make each other cry.
Yeah.
I just want to argue, so I might jump back and forth on which team I'm on, just because I want to argue with that person.
Yeah.
So
No, you got to pick a side.
well, sometimes I don't have a side.
That's true.
Sometimes I just don't
Sometime
care about
be
the
neutral.
topic.
Yeah, he's sometimes be neutral.
But you have to say, okay, this is my side, but for the sake of content, I'm gonna be on this side.
You know what?
Okay.
He might not be on that side, though.
Yeah.
He might not be on that side.
Might not be on
Hey.
this side because if you argue for that side, the audience will be like, "Man, Charles, you really like the Cowboys,
Yes.
but
And
you
I
really
think-
don't.
and
But
this
you
could
like
be-
them just for
this could be our
argument's
first
sake."
argument right here, where I don't have to pick a side. I just want to play both sides.
First one.
All right. What's the first
one.
What's the first one?
This one's been on my mind, and I share with you guys already.
Hey.
LeBron or Jordan for GOAT status?
Well, that depends, right? Honestly, that should not even be a debate.
Well, who you got, Toby?
I think Michael Jordan all the way.
What about you, Lucky?
I got Michael Jordan all the way, too.
Okay, now, this is bullshit because if I say Jordan, we don't got no debate no more.
Wow.
Well, you know what?
But I thought-
you know what? For this the purpose of this podcast, I'm gonna pick LeBron.
Let's go back.
Let's
just go.
I'm gonna defend LeBron.
Look at it, though.
Let's look at it first. What is GOAT
Yeah.
status, right? I grew up in the 90s watching the Bulls play. And I'm talking about athleticism,
Aggressiveness,
killer
right?
instinct, and the guy that really never misses and take his team to 6 finals and win 6
winning.
finals
Yep.
and never lost in that final, then you got GOAT status.
Yep.
To me, I think, well, again, this is my opinion, that's what counts as GOAT status to me.
Okay.
Do you feel the same way, Charles, or no?
Charles trying to argue. I don't know if he knows.
Well, because he actually was LeBron.
I'm thinking like, what is a GOAT to me?
Yeah.
A goat-
Yeah,
okay.
so what is a GOAT?
A GOAT to me is like the best player of all time, not just on the field,
Yes.
but also off the field.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
like, or you use GOAT because you could play good? Because then I think, Kobe should be in that debate.
Yeah, but this is a debate about Jordan and LeBron.
LeBron, yeah.
Kobe
I'm
should
not
be.
counting.
That's what
I'm
I'm
not
saying. It
counting
shouldn't
Kobe
even be a
out.
debate.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
counting Kobe out. I'm just saying those two names, LeBron or and your definition of GOAT means on and off the court.
Well, it's also longevity too. LeBron has how long has he been in the league? Like 82 years or something now?
82 and a half.
82 and a half years
Yeah.
now?
He's almost like,
so like
22.
Dude, that gonna count towards the GOAT status too, right?
He's playing with his grandson in
Yeah.
in a couple of years.
Like, how many players could say that? Oh, I'm waiting for all my son to join the league. Yeah.
Well, I guess that means that you think LeBron is the GOAT
Well,
of basketball. That's what you're saying.
For the sake of this podcast, I am saying that.
Okay.
No. Okay. Let me try to defend LeBron because Charles don't know. If you're talking about statistic, LeBron got it all day. He got statistic. But
Does he?
he's been playing. Yeah. He's been playing
In a couple categories, yeah.
in
Yeah,
many
for sure.
categories. But
Points.
he's been playing longer
Yes.
than
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
But definitely for sure, if you're just going off the statistic
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like the numbers, like points scored, and
Yeah,
I don't think he's got
the
assists.
highest.
He don't have steals either, huh?
He has assists too. I think
He
he's
has
top
assists
10.
too?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
top
shoot,
10.
yeah.
He's top 10.
But his stats, when I was looking at him,
Yeah.
bro, it way
way
past Jordan.
past Jordan. Way past
Yeah,
Jordan.
way
you
past
know?
Jordan. So if you're looking at that, like
Yeah.
just that, then yeah, of course, like, they're way off, But if you're looking at like length of play, accomplishment, it's got to be Jordan.
Oh, I look at rings.
Yeah.
You look at
mean-
rings?
I look at rings. And you made it all the way to the championship. And you know how hard is it to go to championship? Some people don't even get to go. Charles Barkley talks about it all the time.
Yeah, but that's like saying the Cowboys the best team because they got how many rings?
5.
5 rings.
But
You know what I mean? But they suck.
they suck,
Whoa,
but they're still America's team.
Whoa.
I'm just saying,
They're
right?
still America's team, but they still suck, though.
How are you guys just gonna go ahead and just disrespect me during this podcast when we're talking
Well,
about
do
something
you
else?
think Cowboys are the best NFL team
This year, yes.
this
This year?
Yes.
What about the best
Just because
NFL?
they beat the Eagles.
Do they outbeat
Yeah.
the Patriots?
Huh?
Do they outbeat the Patriots in Super Bowls?
Patriots as an organization, no.
Yeah.
Cowboys are better. Tom Brady, no. Tom Brady is better.
Okay.
Without Tom Brady,
Didn't the
Patriots-
Niners beat the Cowboys this year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
they
yeah.
still suck.
Last year too. Last year too.
Hey, just because you're the best doesn't mean you don't lose.
So,
right.
so do you think
That is
Cowboys
the
are going to win
undefeated.
this year? You said they're good this year. You think they're going to win this year?
My prediction, you know what? Put the shit down.
Yeah.
I want to put a Vegas bet.
Yeah.
Cowboy versus Chiefs play Super Bowl.
I'll take that bet. How much you want to bet for?
You know what?
Dinner. Let's bet for dinner.
Okay, dinner.
Dinner.
Hey, Toby, I need your arm.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Bet.
I don't think they're going to pass the Niners, so I'll bet you on that one.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's gonna be Cowboys versus Chiefs.
Okay.
Cowboys versus Chief.
Niners are going, but I don't know who they're playing. But they're not going to go past the Niners. So,
Niners, if they don't have a bye week, they're off out in the first round.
but since you said Cowboy is the most, even though they have 5 Super Bowls, whatever you guys call it, I still think the Patriot is the most winning team,
They are. They have the
Yeah.
most Super Bowls.
and it's the
Well,
era.
no, it's because they have Tom Brady,
Tom
who
Brady.
is a great
Right.
leader.
Yeah.
He is the GOAT.
Not because of the team.
Well, here's another thing too. Somebody watching this may argue with me or say that this is different, but I'm only counting the eras that I watched. Right? I can't watch the 70s or 80s because I wasn't there. Some people may say Bill Russell
Oh, yeah.
is the best NBA player, or Kareem
Chamberlain.
Abdul-Jabbar,
Yeah.
or Magic Johnson. I wasn't in that era. You know what I mean? But my era, I think Jordan, because I watched him in the 90s.
That's true, too. It depends on the
yeah,
time.
depends on the time.
And during that time, they were more vicious.
Yeah.
They were more physical.
Physical.
Here, man,
Yeah.
they call fouls
Yeah.
on everything. Dude.
Everything.
Like, they call every little thing.
Well, kids are born in the 2000
Yeah.
would disagree with me and say LeBron is their best player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's who they seen. They
Yeah,
never
so they seen that.
They never seen Jordan
Yeah,
play.
exactly.
So
They watch tapes, but they never
See,
seen
and
him
also
play.
LeBron, he gets way more unnecessary hate than Jordan does. Like people just hate LeBron just because he's so good at everything.
yeah.
Like Jordan, there's not many
how's
people
he
that hate
good
him.
though?
What you mean? How's he good,
Yeah, how's he good though?
dude? Like I was talking to Lucky earlier. Like if you make a top 5, how is LeBron not in the top 5?
Yeah.
Because there's people that say he's not a top 5 player.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
honestly,
think when they talk about that, they're looking at his leadership ability, right? They're looking at because he's played for a lot of teams, and Jordan's only played for
2.
2. Yeah, Chicago and the Wizards, right?
And-
And he stopped playing. What, he went to play baseball for a while, right?
Yeah, he played baseball
And
for
then
2
he
years.
came back.
Yeah,
He
and still
retired
won.
again, right?
He came back and won 2 more championships.
Oh, he
Yeah.
came back on
yeah.
tour. Oh, yeah.
He
yeah,
came
yeah.
back and won 2 more championships.
was it 2 or 3?
2.
2. Okay.
It was
Remember,
a 3?
91, 92, 93. He took a break, 94, 95. Houston Rockets won those 2 years. And then 96, 97. He won.
He has 6
And 98.
rings. Yeah,
and
he has
98.
6
Three
rings.
more years.
That's
yeah,
what
what
I
I'm
told
saying.
you.
3 more.
Yeah.
3-peat.
With the same team,
Yeah, the
three-peat.
same
Yeah,
team.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 3-peat.
Yeah, 2-3-3-peat, right? That's what it was. That's crazy,
So
man.
tell me
He's
who could
good.
come back after 2 years layoff and win 3 championships in a row. That's
All I
GOAT
know
status.
is LeBron's good at flopping.
Hey.
That's
No,
how
I'll
I
give you
see,
this
man.
though, Charles. LeBron is out of the limelight, though. You don't hear anything about him raping, right, or sexual assault with a girl. He take care of his kid, take care of his wife. He's a good father. I see him in that route, right? He's a good role model to his kids. His kids are good students, right? Good athletes. I've never heard about him cheating on his wife. A lot of NBA players they cheat on their wife. They get caught up, right? So I've never seen them drink alcohol.
Bad?
Like DUIs. I've never seen him about him, you know? So we live in an era where black men are portrayed that way, especially athletes, you know? All they do is drink, cheat, or whatever. But him, he don't do none of that. So I got to give it to him, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I got to give it to him.
LeBron is the GOAT because he always get on another team.
We want to hear you
Where's
guys.
he going next? Where's he going next, guy, besides the Lakers?
I know.
Wait, didn't they win some kind of tournament?
The tournament. It's called
What the hell is that?
They just made
it up this year. They wanted to test it out before Christmas. Yeah, it's in tournament. People are the East Coast West Coast team play each other, eliminate each other. It's like almost like college NCAA.
So it's a tournament within the season.
Yeah,
before they won
tournament.
that. Yeah. Which I think is kind of dumb, right? It's like, what's the point of the ring then? You know?
Well, they're having the ring still.
Yeah,
but they wanted to play the in-season tournament just to test out. You know, NBA's are trying to advance in their scheduling and do things a little different.
I don't know anything about basketball much. Like, I don't have a favorite team. I don't know what the positions are. The only thing I do is I like players. Like, I love Curry.
Yeah.
I love LeBron.
Yeah.
D-Wade was one of my favorite too.
Yeah.
So pretty much I just followed them around. But yeah, dude, it's hard for me to debate this shit when I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Then why do you pick a side, bro?
I had to.
Just say, you know what? I don't know. Debate something else. That's all you gotta say, bro.
Well, no, I can't start
because if you say you're debating, we don't know how we gonna debate. We're gonna win.
Well, that's what I said in the beginning. I'm like, dude, there's some stuff that I'm not gonna have a side.
Pick something.
Pick something next.
Pick
something. What you got?
What was the list on the thing? Pull up the list real quick.
Charles gonna say something funny like ass or tits. One of those.
That was your shit, man. Since you're on that, what do you pick? Ass or tits?
Yeah.
I'm an ass guy, so I'll stick with ass.
Ass guy too.
Ass guy.
Ass guy?
See, I agree on a lot of stuff. So
I appreciate anything that a woman have. It could be the tits. If you have no ass, you got tits. Hey, guess what? That day I'm a tits guy. If you got no tits and you got ass, guess what? That day I'm an ass guy.
You're adaptable.
Yeah, I'm adaptable. I'm fluid.
Pretty fluid, man. All right.
Okay. Cats are better than dogs for pets. Dogs
all day.
Dog. I love dogs too, but cats. I hate cats, but I could see why people like cats.
Yeah.
Because cats, they're like self-maintained. You don't really got to do much for cats.
They potty train really pretty well too. I mean, I had a cat, and her name was Nefertiti. I had a cat named Nefertiti.
Nefertiti, like the queen?
Like the queen. Peed on her tray. Perfect spot. My dog's here? Hell no. Beat them all the time, man, my two dogs.
They say cats are smarter than dogs.
I think so, man.
I believe that too.
I believe too.
Yet, I hate cats.
Yeah.
Why?
Why
Why do you hate cats?
The only cats I like are Thundercats. That's it. The only Thundercats is what I like.
But why do you hate cats?
Dude, it just stinks. Like, I can't stand the smell.
You mean the kitty litter?
Yeah, the kitty litters.
Well, yeah, because the owner don't take the kitty litter out.
Yeah, they got it.
I don't know.
They take it out. Because if not, they leave it there. It smells.
I don't know. I just got this bias against cats where I think the scent of like the kitty litter, the cat food, all that stuff that comes with it.
All combination.
Yeah. So to me, it just feels like it's a dirty animal.
Yeah.
It could be a clean animal.
Yeah.
And also like sometimes cats are just like feel conniving where like they're plotting to hurt you and all this stuff.
Well, they actually are, Charles.
Yeah. Like I feel like if you don't pay attention to your cats, they will fucking take over your life and they'll kill you. Like I feel safer with dogs.
That's true. Because dogs are dumb.
Yeah.
But
loyal.
They're loyal. Yeah,
that's best friend, man.
Yeah, they're loyal.
So yeah, for that one, I gotta go with dog.
Dogs?
Yeah.
Why dogs?
I think for me, it's the companionship. Cats may be smarter in as far as instincts and kind of predicting things, But dog also take orders pretty well too. If you train them, you have to train them.
obey.
Yeah.
So to me, I always think dogs are a little cuter. I've never thought cats were cute, but I had one cat, and I loved that we had a relationship at that time with the cat. But if I had to pick one, since we're debating, I'll go with dog. You know?
And think about it, like when you talk about being in a pack, it's a wolf pack, or being the alpha dog.
Yeah.
When's the last time you ever heard somebody say, "Yeah, I want to be the big cat in the room"? Yeah,
Girls.
Well, I mean, you have a lion, right? You have a lion and a tiger, right? Are you talking about domesticated cats? Yeah, but if you're talking about cats, you got to bring in like the lion and stuff too.
Well, then we got to bring in the werewolves.
Yeah, of course you can bring in the werewolves. Werewolf runs in pack, right?
Yeah,
they have a pride. They have. The cat's like the king of the jungle, right? Or the lion, right? He's the one that rules the jungle,
So, would you rather be a werewolf or suasaming?
What's suasa mean?
It's like a
cheetah?
No, tiger.
Tiger.
It's like a weird tiger. It's in Laos. You guys never heard of suasaming?
No, we heard of Sua, but not you added the next one.
Yeah, the name.
Oh, you guys never heard that?
Nuh-uh.
Oh my God, it's like so it's when people do black magic and they don't follow the rules, so they become cursed. It's kind of like a werewolf, but instead of being a wolf, you're a tiger. And this is in Laos, Thai, Cambodia.
Oh, I never heard
Dude,
that.
how can you guys not know this?
I never heard that.
All right, we gotta have to get you guys a chance to read up on that thing, so we can come
So
back
what
and
would you
debate
be
that.
then?
Yeah, what would you be then?
Werewolves.
You compare the Siasaming to that, you pick werewolf.
I just brought it up.
Something else that we know then.
Oh yeah, because I was going with cats and dogs.
Oh, cats and dogs.
You know,
okay.
like
Yeah.
okay, werewolves or vampires.
Werewolves or vampire?
If you're gonna be cursed, which one would you be?
If I was gonna be cursed, I'd be a vampire.
Okay. What about you?
But you got to say why though. Why vampire?
Well, let me give it more parameters to it, because there's a lot of different vampires and a lot of different werewolves. So let's go with Underworld, that type of werewolves and vampires.
What Underworld?
The movie.
I never seen it.
You guys never seen Underworld?
No.
Holy shit.
Pretty behind on this, Charles.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's just werewolves and vampire.
Okay, let's go with
Making it too specific.
Twilight.
There you go.
Well, because there's vampires were like Dracula.
There you go. There's werewolf.
So you guys seen Twilight, but you guys haven't seen freaking Underworld.
No, I don't even know.
Man,
what
how the fuck are we
is.
friends? Wait, Kate Beckinsale.
No.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. But I don't remember it. I just was watching Kate Beckinsale the whole time. I was not watching the movie.
I would do vampire only because I like to draw blood and get the neck and do all that, right?
Yeah, me too.
You notice.
Yeah, you just want to fucking sparkle in the sunlight.
Yeah. But I probably pick werewolf. I'll probably lean more towards werewolf.
Why werewolf?
I think after watching Twilight, there's a different. They roll in a pack.
Yeah,
they all support one another. They defend their land. I'm very territorial in that way too. So if I'm looking at who was the main character of the wolf, what's his name, Charles?
Jacob.
I could see myself being a Jacob instead of what's the vampire's guy's name?
Edward.
Yeah, I couldn't see myself being Edward.
So you can see yourself as this hot, sexy guy, all muscles, but you can't see yourself at the slim, skinny,
no, not because he's slim, and not because he's the main character too, but I think I'm drawn more to the wolf than the vampire.
Yeah.
I think that's just me.
What about you, Toby?
I'm more a vampire because in that movie, they moved around to different territory. But the one thing that I do like is they protect their family.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of like think, you know what? That more aligns with me. It doesn't matter where I go, but I want to protect my people, right? It doesn't matter what we face. So that's why I like, I'm aligned with them,
Yeah.
Well, there's only the Cullen family, though. The people from the Vaticans, they weren't like that.
Yeah, of course. But, and that's what it is, right? It's like you have your own family and you protect your own family. It doesn't matter. Even if it's against your own people, right? Your own kind, you still have that traditional thing to protect your family, right? That loyalty toward
Didn't the werewolves, weren't they like that too?
They did, but I think they went off on their own, no?
No, I think they all stayed together. The only one that went off on their own are the one that did something wrong.
But I think the werewolves were more territorial, right?
Yeah.
They were more about
for
their
sure.
land
Their
and
land,
their
their
people,
territory,
right?
people, yeah.
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 What about you, Charles? Vampire or werewolf?
I mean, in other movies, I'll choose vampire, not werewolves. But from Twilight, I'm choosing vampire.
Why vampire?
Why?
Bro, like, you don't turn into anything. All you do is fucking glisten when you're in the sun. You don't have no flaw. You don't have no, weaknesses?
Well, you only come out at night, right?
Not in Twilight. They could come on daytime too. They just sparkle.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they just look like they got a body full of glitter. If that's all my weakness is, shit, that's all I'll take. And like with werewolves, you turn into a dog, a big ass dog. I'm like, that's not cool as power.
Oh, yeah, that's cool ass power, bro.
I
You
don't know.
big ass dog running in the forest.
Butt naked.
For real.
Yeah. And they get choked up by some skinny dude that's sparkling in the sun.
No, but you're a werewolf, right? You're running around butt naked. You ain't wearing no clothes, and
Yep.
who's gonna know?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're having a good time.
Yeah, you having a good time. You partying.
Dude, you see how fast those vampires are moving? I can run around butt naked too. You usually see like fucking sparkles.
That's crazy.
Next debate, Toby.
Next
what you
debate.
got?
All right, what's the
What
next
you
one?
got? What you got on the
Oh,
phone?
I don't know.
Here.
I'm just trying to
Look at the
you
list.
got?
Look at this.
Okay, let me see.
Wow, he's looking at
We need something that's gonna be like
really
Debate.
Yeah.
debatable, where we get angry. You know what I
What
mean?
what do you guys feel like we should be talking about?
I'm sure the audience.
Should kids wear school uniforms?
I'm going for yes.
I'm going for no.
I say no.
No.
All right, let's go for this
Why?
one.
Yeah. Why?
Why-
Yeah,
why-
Charles.
why-
Why
why
should
you
kids
think-
wear
Come on,
uniforms?
no. Shut up. It's two against one here.
Yeah.
So I want to hear your guys' point first.
All right. I think for me, I say no because I still think children have the right to express the way they feel. Again, my thoughts on this is that as long as the parents are teaching them about proper dressing etiquettes, and then also the environment they're in, right? Mm-hmm. We growing up, we had to have uniform because there's gang colors involved, right? But I think if I were to able to teach my children how to express and wear things that they're comfortable in, I think it builds better morale. You're not under a signed policy that you have to wear this or else you're gonna get kicked out. I remember when I wore a belt that was wrong, the teacher snatched it off of me. I thought that was not cool. My mom paid
Like pull
it off, took it
your
off,
belt?
and put it. And she said, she gave me a shoestring.
She said it.
She said, get the shoestring,
All she took off was the belt.
the belt. It had the S.
The pants was baggy as hell.
Yeah,
remember?
pants
It just
baggy.
dropped on
Oh,
his
it just
own.
dropped.
Well, you had those belt that had the S, the letters on it. You
Yeah,
know?
the gang member.
Yeah, the gang,
belts.
the cholo ones that I liked. So I had that. She took it off and she gave me a shoestring and says, wear this. Call your parents.
Did you get hard?
I didn't even get hard, bro. I was pissed off, man.
Wait, how you think the pants stayed up?
Yeah.
HR. And then it just made me feel I was violated. So now in today's age, if my kids didn't wear the uniform, or if they did, if the school had the policy, they would call me immediately to tell me come pick up my kids, because even though they're smart kids, they got to go home and change their uniform. I don't
Yeah.
agree with that. Clothes doesn't make people get good grades or not. It's what you teach at school and what you're supposed to learn. So therefore, and all again, school uniform is actually cost more than regular clothes. So now I got three different cons I got to figure out. I'm going
School
with
uniform costs more than regular
yeah.
clothes.
There's some school uniform because they want a particular outfit, and you got to go get it. You know, so I'm not gonna do it. I would rather have them wear whatever I feel they could wear, not gang attire, and then go to school. They have more morale, man. I hated to go in uniform as a student. I hate that shit. I don't want to wear it. I will not gonna let my kids wear it. So no, that's why I say no.
What about you, Toby?
Pretty much everything that you said. You know, you're limiting freedom of expression for the child, and we don't want to let the kids grow up the same as everyone else. You know, we want to teach individuality, right? Because if you grow up and you're the same as this person, there's no individualism, you know, and our country it's about individualism, like independence, right? But if you have uniform, I think it kind of limit creativity, right? Like the kids cannot express who they are, what they want to wear, where they're from, and it sucks. You know, you're limiting that, and you're kind of like that. Was it 1978 or what's that one movie, that George Orwell movie? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Who's George Orwell?
George Orwell.
It's about high school kids.
No. So it's so basically everybody was doing the same thing, following orders and stuff, right? And basically what the government did was they controlled how everybody grew up, and so they couldn't do nothing. They were just under dystopian rule. Yeah. And so I don't think that should be something that is forced upon the kids, you know. And I think that, you know, like Lucky was saying, the individuality should be, you know, put up top.
This is like a psychological thing too.
Right.
Do we all want to look like jailmates? Because jailmates wear the same uniform.
Right.
Right. I'm not saying all those kids that wear uniform look like they're going to jail, but what I'm saying, they look uniformed. And to
it's
me,
like a military,
yeah,
right?
it's like a
military. You're adhere to a strict guideline,
laws.
You
Yes,
know?
exactly. So I think that's where I draw the line.
Okay, I can see where you guys are coming from.
Yeah.
For me, like personally, growing up, we didn't have much money for clothes. So when I go to school and like when there was no uniform, everybody dressed however they want. I don't have much to like, you know, feel like I fit in. So I always felt like I was like outcast just because my family didn't have certain, you know, money or finances. So, but with a uniform, I could wear pretty much the same thing every day, and I felt like I fit in and I belong with this group.
I can
so
see that.
I see that. Yeah.
Maybe at a certain age level where you know, we could cut it off. Maybe after middle school, but in high school they could do whatever. But then for a period of time, like it makes me like if there was no uniform. Like in my elementary school, we didn't have uniform. I just felt like, you know, I was outcast and I didn't belong, and this kind of put me into like this corner by myself, and I didn't know how to fit in. But when I went to school that had uniform, I didn't felt like I was the outcast. Yeah. So that's why I'm for uniforms. Yeah. And I don't remember us having a problem buying uniforms when we had problem buying clothes. So, I mean, because you could just hand me down. Nobody cares if it's Tommy. Nobody cares if it's Polo. It's just a blue khaki.
Did you have hand me down? You're the oldest, so you didn't have hand me down.
We had hand me downs from other families.
Huh?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we didn't buy none clothes.
Oh, like see, I had mine down to my siblings if they fit it, you know.
So like after your siblings are done, like they passed on to.
So it's more like uniform. It's more of like a budget thing, right?
Yeah,
like it's inclusive.
Yeah, I feel included.
Right.
But for you, those were your circumstances, you know.
Yeah, so that's why like I always been like I like uniform, and also like if I look at like different countries, say Japan, Thailand, they all wear uniform. Yeah, and yes, there's more of like communist dictatorship type thing, but then those kids still have respect and, you know, some kind of sense of orders, whereas I see on like TikTok, Instagram videos of people just not respecting the teacher at all. So I mean, there's got to be some level to it. The teachers can't be out here and, you know, not listening or respecting the kids, but at the same time the kids need to learn how to respect the adults as well.
I totally agree, but then we live in an environment like Japan where teachers they teach a student and student give respect back. It's taught at home.
Yeah, it's taught at home.
And remember, Japan has a small integrated outsider in their country. They don't accept a lot of foreigners.
Same thing in Korea. Yeah, same thing in Korea.
Most of their students are all Japanese, or all. You may have one student of the whole school that's black or white or Hispanic. They don't really accept foreigners in
Korea. Yeah, in Korea. My hairstylist said that when you go to Korea, some restaurant don't let foreigners go in there.
Foreigners go in? Yeah.
Japan's if you're a foreigner,
Japan's the same thing. Yes, Japan's the same thing.
Yeah, they won't let foreigners in.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
See, I didn't know that.
That's why it's like, dude, like if you're trying to set law and order, where does it stop? Like, so you know what I mean?
I see it on both sides.
Yeah.
There's got to be a balance on both of them.
Yeah.
So like I want every kid to have their individuality, and they should have a time for it to express the individuality. Kind of like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You guys watch that shit, right? Okay, cool. I'm like, fuck.
Dead crowd.
Every time I bring something up, I haven't watched it.
Well, no, man, ask you this, Charles. Your kids, would you let your kids wear uniform?
Yeah, I'll let them wear uniform.
You would. Okay.
Yeah, but then at the same time, like, if half the school wear it and the other half don't wear it,
Yeah.
I'm not going to force my kids
not
to
fair,
wear it.
yeah. It's not fair.
So I'm going to allow my kids to have their individuality as well.
Yeah.
Now, if like everybody wearing uniform and my son likes to wear shorts and the school allows it, then I'm going to let him, you know, spruce it up or put a little spin of his on it on however way he likes, as long as it follows the rules. But then, yeah, like I don't see nothing wrong with being military-like to a certain extent at a certain age.
Well,
I think as you get older, you know, from experience I see in the military, man, they kind of brainwash them to follow rules, right? And so if you don't have the students kind of express themselves and kind of find the creativity and all that stuff, it gets suppressed.
Yeah.
And so if you don't have the ability to kind of go explore, make mistakes and kind of you know, find yourself in a way, like find the things that you like, I think it gets hindered. And I think that uniform is just a stepping stone into trying to control the environment. And I see what you're saying, you know, where the school nowadays they want to control the kids, because the kids in America, they're out of control. Yeah. There's no respect, no nothing. And I see where they're trying to get order established, right? And
like I want it to be somewhat of an order, but then at the same time not to where like, hey, this is the only way you got to do it. You can't veer off from this at all. Yeah. Like it got to be some kind of a balance. Like maybe have a uniform 4 days out of 5.
Yeah.
And then on a Friday, you
wear
whatever you like.
No, I said that's a great idea. I think this topic came up also because when I was in school, elementary, you know how many parents came to the office to scream and yell at the principal because of uniform policy? They took the kids out of school.
Really?
And transferred them to another school.
Because of the uniform
policy? Because of uniform.
Oh, shit.
And I remember it clearly, man. I remember now, man. My classmates, they're like, where you going? So my mom don't like this uniform policy. Taking the kids out of school, screaming, yelling at the principal office, dude. I'm like, damn, it must be that serious. I told my mom, why don't you go to the office and yell too? No, you're wearing uniform. We don't do that around here. We follow rules, you know?
Yeah.
So to me, that's why I say, like, man, I don't know. You brought a good point. Like, one day, don't wear it. I look at like this, man. Like, if you had to wear a uniform, for me, it's a psychological thing. I'm fucking tired wearing the same white and blue shorts every freaking day. When am I going to get the opportunity to share my new clothes that my mom just bought me, or new shoes? I like to express it, right? I remember how we got so excited when summer school came, or when August started school, when everybody got brand new clothes. I couldn't wait to wear my freaking brand new clothes, right? And then I found out I had to wear a uniform. Fucking was sad as depressed as hell, dude. I'm serious. I couldn't wear it. I was like, man, forget this, you know?
Because you were excited because you had new clothes and all the stuff to wear.
Right.
Now imagine
some kids.
You didn't have that.
Right.
And you know all your friends are gonna have new clothes to wear.
Right.
And you're gonna be wearing the same thing. Right. How excited are you gonna be going to school?
Well, I did that when I went to school. I always had the same clothes.
Yeah.
Right. But my parents always taught me to take care of them.
Yeah.
Right. Like, hey, don't go outside or go outside. If you get dirty, whatever, wash your clothes. Take care of it. You know, if it tears, whatever. She showed us, hey, you know, this is how you fix it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, nowadays I don't do that shit.
Well,
right?
yeah.
But back then, you know, we didn't have much, so she taught us how to take care of our clothes. And if we get our clothes dirty or whatever, she'd get mad, you know, because it's like you were saying, it's hard to find clothes. But I never, in my life, and when I grew up, I never felt like I didn't have enough, because my parents always provided for us, even though we didn't have enough. I had clothes and all the stuff that I needed. You know, it might not be the newest stuff, right? But I always had shoes that fit.
Yeah.
I always had clothes that fit. I was always warm, you know. So
well, I always had clothes and shoes and all that stuff. My mom did a great job providing for me, but at the same time, like when I was in elementary school, like when I was excited to get this brand new pair of shoes, it was from Payless, and the kids at school was making fun of me. They go, "Oh, and what are those?" And like, yeah, they're new shoes, but what the hell are those? And I was just like, dude, because they were just bullying.
Yeah.
And as a kid at 10 years old, 11 years old, all you want to do is be accepted by your peers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know how to feel.
Shit, I thought that was cool, bro. Those shoes from Payless, those Pro Wings, I thought that was the shit.
And I thought the same thing too.
For real, because they had the one that light up too, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, I thought it was the shit. You know,
They had the, what's the bubble stuff on the bottom?
Yeah,
the air bubbles.
The air bubbles.
Yeah.
And going into school, and I was excited. Oh, I got new shoes, and I went to school, being excited. And one person makes fun of you, and if they have friends, those friends just gonna make fun of you regardless if they agree with it or not. And everybody else in school, when they see somebody making fun of you, they're just gonna jump in and join in and just start making fun of you.
That's why you start fighting back.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can only fight back with the whole school so many times.
That's true. Maybe that's why I was always in office.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I had clothes, it was never name brand clothes.
Yeah.
It was never expensive. I think.
Yeah.
I went to Family Bargain. Yeah.
Family Bargain and Factory to You at the time, right?
Yeah.
That was a store that our parents knew about. It was cheap. So it's easy to spend $200 and you got 5-6 outfits.
Yeah.
You know, including socks.
Yeah.
So Family Bargain and was the shit back then. I remember that shit was at downtown and the one on Blackstone and Barstow. We went there all the time, you know.
Yeah, because the clothes were cheap.
Clothes are cheap, but we got new clothes, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's actually good topic, man. Because I remember my classmate, man, he had to move, dude. Parents were screaming, yelling, "We're not wearing no freaking uniform. I just bought him brand new clothes. No, we're going to another school." Like, damn.
The crazy thing I do remember back in elementary was 1 year we had uniform.
Yeah.
Next year we didn't. The next year we had uniform.
Yes.
I'm like, what the hell is this? You know, like why is it changing every year?
Yeah.
Because then the parents would have to like, okay, let's say you grew up, right? Okay, well, we're not wearing uniform no more. We would get rid of it, right? And then we would go regular clothes. Next day, we need uniforms. So we're like, what the hell? We got to go buy new uniforms now.
Yeah.
You know, so the policy keeps changing. It's
The
never
colors.
consistent.
The colors too.
Yeah.
You can only wear royal blue, dark blue, but you couldn't wear regular blue.
Yeah.
I remember
you
some
could wear
kids,
navy blue.
Yeah.
Navy
not
blue.
royal blue.
Some kids had to go to the office and change their color or went home. If their parents did not bring that another shirt. I remember that kids were in the office, dude.
Yeah.
Man, they're very strict about it, man.
Well, like I remember Fort Miller, which was weird because
We had uniform.
we had uniform.
You guys had uniform?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
but
shit.
you don't have to wear uniform.
Yeah.
What? You had uniform?
It
But you had
wasn't
to wear
like
it?
It wasn't strict.
Oh, okay.
well, the pants were you have to wear black, khaki,
You could wear jeans though.
jeans.
Yeah. So they were very lenient. But I mean, they have uniform, which is khakis and white polo shirt. Khakis and polo shirt.
Yeah.
So I always wear uniform because it's easy for me
Yeah.
to keep wearing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
And the only thing about it was you can't wear red, you can't wear royal blue.
Yeah.
And anything gang affiliated.
I think you had to tuck in your shirt too sometimes.
Yeah.
Remember? We had to tuck in our shirts.
Yeah. I think. I
Yeah,
don't
because
remember.
people were hiding guns or knives or whatever. They want to make sure you tuck in your shirt. I remember that clearly, man.
Yeah. See, I don't remember the tucking in
Yeah,
shirt.
but Wawona, we didn't have uniforms in Wawona. That's where I went. We didn't have uniforms over there.
And if your pants was longer than your freaking ankles,
Yeah.
you had to cut them.
Really?
Yes, you had to give them tailored. I remember that. 'cause
They were
we
that
had-
strict, huh?
They were that strict.
Wow.
It was almost touching the bottom of the shoe. Like, no, you got to take that.
Did
to
you guys
tailor.
have metal detectors too before you guys went into the school?
No, we didn't have no metal
We didn't have it,
detector.
no. But one of the security guard did have this thing, though.
Oh, the wand?
The
Yeah,
wand,
the
yeah.
wand that go. Do. You know, he had that.
Because
Man,
people
that's
do bring
crazy.
weapons to school.
Yeah, they bring weapons to school, man.
Really?
Yeah,
I never seen a
knives.
gun, but I see knives.
I see knives,
I see pocket knives all the time.
knives, lighters,
Yeah.
little bongs or weed stuff, whatever they had.
I didn't think our school was that bad.
Ours is bad.
Dude, talking about it sounds bad.
No, it's bad, dude. We had fights every freaking Friday, man. There was a fight somehow.
Man, good topic, man.
Yeah.
Because Computech, my son's school,
Yeah.
right? They're going to uniform.
No
next
way.
year. Yeah.
2023, they still got uniforms.
They're,
Computech, though.
they're talking
Not-
about it. They're talking about it.
Wonder why.
Yeah, they said they're gonna go to uniform.
Oh man,
Like, what the hell? They go to uniform? I look at my son. I'm like, bro.
you in eighth
I
grade?
don't know. Yeah, you in 8th grade. You wearing a uniform? But I mean, you guys were in middle school too
Middle
when you guys
school.
wore
Yeah,
uniforms.
well, I
so-
mean, think about this too. Like, every single private school that people spend a lot of money, they all wear uniform.
Yeah.
And there's got to be a reason for it.
well, yeah,
Well, no,
because
yeah,
they're
they-
trying to get you to comply to their standards.
Standards.
Yeah. And not just that, it helps where you don't waste your brain space of looking what to wear. That's why Steve Jobs wears the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
Bill Gates, Zuck. Like, they all wear the same thing over and over, just so that way they don't have to waste time thinking
Yeah.
about unnecessary things.
Well, leadership has a big play in it. Right? They want to have their people or their folks that they support look like them or act like them, be a role model to his other students, other 8th graders, and they want to stand out more than the other schools.
Well, I mean, it
You
makes
know?
sense, right? Because on a basketball team,
Yeah.
right, or whatever. They're all uniforms, you know.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
all a unit, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense why they want to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and say, hey, this is my school, this is our unit, this is. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But as a kid, like me growing up too, like man, I don't want to suppress
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I
you
don't
know?
want
Bro, think about it. Even gangs have uniform. They wear red.
They have colors.
Yeah, that's uniform.
Yeah.
Like, because if you're a blood, you can't wear blue.
Yeah.
If you're a Crip, you can't wear red or any other color. So that's somewhat of a uniform. So there's always,
But that's their choice, though.
Yeah.
We ain't got a choice. We got to wear 8th grade uniform. Or if you want to go to public school.
Fuck this
Yeah.
shit.
You know what I mean? And that's why some parents are like, no, I'm taking my kids out of here. You know, so would y'all wear uniforms or not, man? Well, that's a good
Will you
debate,
guys wear
man.
uniform? That actually was a pretty good debate.
That's a good debate. Because
You know, I mean, it's not just us; it's our kids too,
Yeah,
right?
kids too.
let me ask you guys this. Because back then, everybody had uniform in the work field. You know, you go to Fusco, Walmart, Target, they all had uniform.
I hated it.
Yeah, you hated it because you had to wear it.
Yeah.
But as a consumer going to these stores, they don't have uniforms no more. Do you like the employees having uniform, or do you care at all?
Well, no, that's different. I do care. I
Well,
want
now
them to
they have
uniform.
name tags.
Yeah, they have
Right?
name
They have
tags.
name
Well,
tags.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want them to be in uniform because they're getting paid.
Yeah.
If you pay me in 8th grade to wear a uniform, I'll do it.
No, but I'm just talking about uniform here. Like
Well, yeah, I want you to be uniformical, but there's a reason why they're uniform. They have to present and look good for the company. They're getting paid to look good because marketing sells, and they're part
Yeah.
of marketing the brand. They're wearing blue. Walmart's blue, and whatever khaki, they're wearing khaki. Same way as Target. Target's red. They gotta sell their brand. In 8th grade, we ain't selling no brand. We ain't getting paid either. We gotta follow the rules for no reason because you guys think it's gang related. That's different.
Yeah.
That's different. That's a choice. Walmart people have a choice. Either they don't go to work and don't get paid.
They don't have to wear uniforms no more. There's
They
no more-
still wear the vest. Some of them wear the vest.
they wear the vest,
They may not wear the same polo shirts, but they wear almost the same various color. Almost.
like this. People that works at Walmart that wear red and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
but they wear the vest though, right?
Yeah, they wear the
is
vest
their
over it.
uniform, right?
Yeah.
But
So-
if you're asking me if for as a consumer buying their product, yeah, I want them to wear a uniform. That's
Yeah.
appropriate. You know,
But as a worker, you hated it.
worker, I hate it.
Yep. As a
Right?
worker, we
Yeah,
hate
and I
it.
don't want to wear
Now
it.
think of it on reverse. As a student, you hated it, but as a teacher, is like having uniform helps bring order to things, and without uniform, people is a little chaotic. So having uniform could help benefit the teacher.
What depends on the teacher, right?
Yeah.
It depends on what you're trying to foster, right? In
Yeah.
a classroom, right? If you're fostering law and order, yeah, of course you want uniform, right? But if you're fostering creativity, that's going to hinder it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? If you're fostering, like if you're in art class, right? And everybody's all in the same uniform, having the same idea, not really art.
Yeah.
You know, it's same thing with music, right? I mean, a lot of the drama, like even in, drama club and stuff like that, you want to have individuality, right? That's one side or the other, you know? So how do you make everything cohesive?
That's another great thing that you brought up, because in school, they were getting rid of art and music.
Yep.
They want people to focus on academics.
Yep.
So they want law and order to be able to focus on just academics. Now we're starting to see that art and music and all that stuff is needed, because we can't just focus on science and math and that's it. So I think that's why they're doing away with uniform, allowing people to be individuals and be creative.
Well, you look at everybody that wear uniform. Like Toby said, it's law and order. Majority of them, you're following someone's rules that they put in place.
Yes.
And everybody has to follow it. In anything that you go to, everybody that wears, military, right? Sports events, they're following some things, a policy. You know what I mean?
I think in order for everything to compromise, you should have certain types of attire.
Yeah.
Right? It could be any
Yeah.
color you want.
Yes.
But if it's a polo shirt, wear a polo shirt. Whatever color
Yeah.
you want, right? But polo shirt, right? Or khaki pants or whatever it is, right? But it has to be a certain type of attire, right? And so you get whatever you want.
Because when they were going away from uniform, they were allowing people to wear, in high school, we were allowed to wear whatever we want. But if you could wear shorts, the girls have to be arm length. no spaghetti straps, and there's rules for guys too, where you can't sag your pants to your knees, and wear a bunch of different things. But now you can just wear whatever the hell you want. There's girls that wear booty shorts to school, and freaking guys wear, I don't know,
Booty shorts to school.
Yeah, booty shorts too. Yeah, like tight ass pants. Yeah. So I don't know what the hell to wear in school these days, but there's no guidelines anymore. You can just wear whatever the hell you want.
Way.
But there has to be some sort of guideline, right? It can't be free for all, right? And it can't be so strict.
It has to be a middle ground.
It has to be a middle ground. Yeah.
I mean, I was in the military, right? There's moments where I love my uniform. I wore it at ceremonies, parades, events that I go to. But then there's moments where I'm like, well, I don't got to work no more. The hell, I want to wear my civilian clothes, man. I miss it. Wear jeans. I don't have to make sure my medals are all nice and neat. I don't have to worry about that, man. So there's moments, right, where you're like, okay, you can do that. Enjoy it. But then there's moments where, damn, dude, I wear this shit for 4 years. I gotta wear civilian clothes, man. So
yeah, definitely it's gotta be a middle ground.
There has to be a middle ground.
Especially for kids where they're at that age where they're trying to express themselves, find out, their path, like you don't want to hinder that stuff, their development, right? You want to foster it to where it's like, okay, yeah, you could do and be whatever you want to be. If you want to be a fireman or a policeman, you got to be in uniform. But if you want to be an artist, you want to be a businessman, even businessmen, right? We wear suits and ties and stuff, but it changes. The color changes. You have style, and you could do that.
If my kids were sagging their pants and wearing, bright ass colors and look gang attire, I'm gonna say something. That's the parents' job to do that. My parents did that really well.
What happens if it's not a gang attire? What happens if it's just like wearing emo stuff?
Well, that's how they express themselves. I can't say nothing. What I think, as for me, if I had children, is more showing your ass, right? Of your girls, you almost showing your coochie or your butt line. That's not cool. Have respect for yourself too.
Only your mom could wear those stuff.
And your auntie could wear it too. It's a teaching moment.
What about this? It's not about uniform, but it's along the line. What happens if your daughter say, you know what? I don't want to wear a bra. I just want to be braless.
Well, school's got to implement that, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, baby, you have to wear a bra because them titties are too big. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it
is.
Because
that was a debate we're going on where the girls like, why do we have to wear a bra? Why can't we just...
guys don't wear bra.
Yeah, guys don't wear bra. Like, why is our nipples...
we ain't got no titties.
Yeah, but that's a debate that the girls are saying.
They're saying the guys have to wear a bra?
They said if guys don't have to wear a bra, we don't need to wear a bra. It's not like we're showing our titties out. We're just wearing.
I mean, that's true t-shirt. Too, right?
Yeah,
but I think
covered.
That's, yeah.
Like
that's true.
Their parents are okay with that.
Well, I don't know. I didn't talk to these girls.
Yeah,
but I just know that's what the topic is.
I would be curious to ask their parents if they're okay with that.
Well, let's just say their parents are, but then the school is not.
We're living in different times, and go ahead, don't wear a bra.
I mean, some days I don't wear underwear to school, but
So, like, I mean,
come on, man.
No guy ever got sent home for wearing gray sweatpants with no underwear on.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, is it a sexist thing now?
I think there should be a middle ground when it comes to...
I don't think it's a sexist thing, but there are private parts that a man have and a woman have, right? Yes. That shows a little bit more. But we're also taught that women parts are more private. So... the curiosity of men looking at nipples sticking at them, they're ain't gonna be focused in school, and it's not appropriate, right? I mean, I'm a guy, and my next door neighbor, 2 girls, and they got tank tops and their titties hanging out with no bra. What do you think I'm gonna do?
They're riding like this.
That's what I'm saying.
Leaning over. I'm like, damn.
Lean over.
Dude, it was a whole movement. Free the nipple. You guys never heard of it?
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you heard of the freedom? Yeah. Nipple, yeah. It was a whole movement. They were protesting and everything.
I mean, that is something I do agree with them. Free the nipple. Yeah.
I mean, after 18, you can do what the hell you want to do. Well, we talking about school, right? High school? No.
Yeah, kids, nah.
Yeah.
Kids, no.
I think there should be a medium ground.
Yeah.
A middle ground, right?
Yeah, middle ground.
You got to have law and order, but you got to have some wiggle room for the kids to express themselves individually.
So how about this for a compromise? Like, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we focus on academics, math, science, reading, whatever. Uniform. Tuesday, Thursday is about art, music. Express yourself. and then
They should do something like that.
yeah,
You
so
know what I
break
mean?
it
Like
down.
that's a good compromise, a good middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
But then the parents are like, well, why are we gonna do that? Because now I gotta buy 2 sets of clothes.
Well, I mean, the uniform doesn't have to be a whole separate set.
Right.
It's just, you can't be wearing pink pants and, a tank top to school. You just got to wear regular clothes.
This is a good debate because I know
Very
there's
good.
parents watching this right now could say that they love uniform.
Yep.
Yep.
Because they don't got to do a lot of shopping. They go to one store, hand me downs to
White
the other
shirts.
siblings, white
That's all you're
shirts,
getting. White shirts.
khaki, you're done, right? Parents probably agree. They're
Don't
like,
worry.
but then I'm going for the student side right now
Yep.
because I know
I'm
I
with
didn't
the
like
student
it.
side.
And no matter how easy shopping was for my mom to go to Family Bargain at the time, I still wanted the other clothes to wear. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't that happy. I was very depressed, man. I didn't like it at all.
I'm arguing for the kids that like, hey, I just want to fit in and I want all my friends to look like me.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, very good, very
Different
good
eras.
debate, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to 2 topics.
All right.
And we're already at an hour or 52
No way.
minutes. We're at
Oh,
52
shit.
minutes,
No
bro.
way.
Yeah, we're at
Hold
52
on.
minutes.
Let's go. Get
Wait,
that one in.
one more. Since we're talking about the free nipple thing, breastfeeding in public. What do you guys?
Breastfeeding in public?
I say
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I say yeah.
Okay, then we don't have no debate.
Okay.
Go to the next topic.
one. Next topic. Yeah, next topic. I agree.
I mean,
You
it's
gotta
natural.
feed. You gotta feed.
Yeah,
It's
you gotta
natural.
feed, you know?
It's part of the.
Yeah. You know,
Human
I'm not gonna
repro-
say like,
it's
nah,
part
you
of-
can't do
yeah,
that. Like,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
wrong with
yeah,
that?
yeah,
You know,
you
why
gotta-
people get offended by that?
There's
Yes.
some people do. Some people
Really?
do. I heard. Yeah, some people do.
Well, I mean,
Come
Why
on,
do they
even
get
have
offended?
A breastfeeding station. Who the hell have a breast?
To me-
just do it the hell way you want to do it, man.
to me, like, I don't mind breastfeeding at all. Like, but there's gotta be a time and place for it too. So we're sitting at dinner, and then you just flop your titty out to feed your kid. I mean, like, dude.
Well, you can't time these things, Charles.
Oh, I know, I get it.
You can't. That's why I'm for anytime, any place, anywhere.
Well,
It may
like,
feel
they got
or look, and that's not my choice to say. You're at a dinner table, we're eating a steak and lobster. You're gonna put out your breast in front of everybody. Nah, you do it because the baby needed.
Oh no, I get that, but to me, like, covering up a little bit. It's the same thing when I like eating with my hands.
Yeah.
But we're out at dinner.
You mean be considerate?
Yeah, be considerate.
I'm
Yeah.
for be considerate for sure.
Yeah, you can't just pop it out of nowhere and
yeah,
say,
yeah.
yeah.
Some people argue
you know
that
what I mean?
hey, they
Yeah.
can because the baby's
Yeah.
hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I
Yeah.
see that, right? If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing, you know.
But like to me, like just kind of cover up a little bit.
Be considerate.
Be considerate.
Yeah.
The same thing like if we're out eating, I'm not gonna start eating a steak with my hand. I'm not gonna just pick it up and eat.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Even though that's the way I like to eat
yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
Like we're at home.
Just be considerate.
Yeah.
Don't have both of your breasts hanging out to feed one nipple, unless you got twins, right? But be considerate, cover up, do wherever you want to do it, But again, some moms, right? I'm not saying all moms just whop it out and do it. There's some moms, just a small little bunch of them that may not know the consideration part. But again, they're part thinking, who gives a damn?
Like if we're hanging out, watching TV at a park, at a barbecue, you need to feed your kid. Feed the kid. I don't care.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, but there was not much of a debate on that because we all agreed on that.
Yeah.
You got something simple.
What's another one?
Okay, right here. Let's see here.
We talked about this before. Abortion or no abortion?
Abortion or no abortion? I'm in the middle on that one.
Okay,
I think that's up to the person, the individual.
I
This-
agree.
this-
I agree too.
This is like a long debate.
No, let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe in pro-choice.
You know what? Let's cut
Yeah.
this one. The next one we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
That one's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a little bit longer, and
Longer.
we are at an hour.
Yeah.
So
Because
that would
it's
be
gonna be
for
a very
It's a
long
good.
debate.
It's a good
Next.
conversation.
Yeah, it's a
'Cause
good
some
conversation.
People may not
to talk
agree.
about. Yeah.
But
But let's end this right now.
Okay.
And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna add another one today, and we're gonna talk about that because that one I think is gonna go on longer.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on the next one, guys.
all right,
guys.
see you guys. Thank
Out.
you.